nerds, and welcome to 4Nerds Gaming. My name is Qeelin, and today we're doing a weird special game I got from Steam, the Stanley Parable. I don't know a lot about this game other than it's just supposed to be very bizarre and different, and we're going to experience it together. So I did play just a tiny bit just to see how it looked or how it recorded, but I don't know anything about it. So I'm just going to start all over again. See what happens here.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Sorry about those cables.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
He loved his job.
And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I have control now. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm concerned about those cables on the floor. That would drive me crazy. Okay. Well, let's see. Step out of my office like the narrator told me to. Doesn't seem to be made around.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No trace. Can I open this door? Nope. This is a very boring office place. Everybody's got numbers. Kind of reminds me of an ex-employer. Nope, no one there. Nope. Oh, it's got some work in the ceiling there. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, well, where's the meeting room? Looks like a meeting room, sort of. Go in there either.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I did. What if I don't want to go to the one on my left? What if I want to go to the one on my right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Perhaps. I love to admire the employee lounge. It's such a refreshing place. Oh, look, it is refreshing.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Very much.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I want a cold drink. It's $1.25. Anybody got $1.25? Hello? Give me a cold drink.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Oh, look, a clue.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I really want a cold drink. So let's just go on. Obviously,
at this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What? That's kind of mean.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Let's see. I feel like this is Portal, and they're like, Gladys is telling me where to go and what to do, and I don't like being told what to do. I like to make my own decisions. I want to go this way. Do not lie. If you are lying, stop. Right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So they're directions. You're giving me directions? Is that what this is? Because it sounds like you're narrating what I'm doing, or trying to coerce me into what you want me to do. So you just defined it as a direction. So you're giving me directions of what I should be doing, and I'm not following it. I don't like being told what to do. I like the fact that I have my own destiny. See? Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for junking off cargo lift, $5,000. Well, I sure don't want to blow any money. Ooh, and I don't want to die either. Let's just go ahead and get on the cargo lift.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Now you're talking directly.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
That is true.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her? There's a her? That's a clue.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? I can't go back. The door's closed. I can't go. Can I go back? See? Can I go out this door? See? You're telling me to make a decision, but I can't now. See? I have to go this way. He closed the door behind me. That looks ominous. I feel like I'm in the Aperture Laboratories. Oh, please.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Don't really have much of a choice here, do I? Again, you're forcing me. Can I go here and unplug the phone?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance,
I didn't pick
but
up the
with
phone.
hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
I did.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second.
Meaningful?
Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Okay. Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back.
Oh.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Oh boy. Can I answer the phone now? Can I get in here and drive the trucks around? Okay, I'll go out the door. Alright, is he gonna force me back to where... Looks like it.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Okay. Can I draft something? I'm not lying. Can I go in here? No. Are you gonna force me back to that first decision and make me go make it again?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I don't like this.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, I can still make a decision. I don't know what to do, because if I go this way, he's just going to try to straighten me out again, right? He's going to keep forcing me to do this until I go to this door. I'm thinking this is going to save me a lot of time. Just go ahead and go. But man, I really want to go over here. I really, really want to disobey. I don't like being Stanley. I want to be me. This is the Stanley Parable. So I don't know. Okay, I'm going to go this way. It's one of those games I'm going to have to play through several times just to see what all you can do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I would just solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. I can read the next one because you changed it too fast. All right, boss's office. Broom closet. Can't go in there. Darn it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Since I don't have a choice, I guess I will. So I gotta go. The boss has to go through the utility staircase, the emergency staircase, every time he goes to his office. Really? Who designed this building? Is there not like an elevator to something? Who wants to go through this ugly hallway? I'm sorry, I'm distracted by that. Into this nice mahogany room here. Is he down here? No. Receptionist isn't here. Oh, what an office. Woohoo.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Does he really want me to say the code? Is that what you're sounding?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night
He
Shark
spoke it
115.
into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115? Was it 115? I can't.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
I
You
can't
didn't mishear me, did you?
can't speak.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark, Nighthawk 115, whatever it is. I'm trying to say it.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know. Let me go this way.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What is going on here? Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Oh, this looks creepy. Maybe I should go back. No, but I don't want to do what he tells me to. If you don't want me to make a decision, why don't you close that door? That's what a question I have for you. Okay. Well. Oh,
It's
crap.
ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
Can I go over
No,
there?
I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No.
I have to.
No, it's my life. No. I tried to do what you wanted me to. Okay. Oh mercy.
Oh, I'm you, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
No,
You
I
just had to
don't-
see?
Just don't like
Didn't I
it.
impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually
Why?
knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
You're mean.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
I did.
You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
I did.
It would have been so perfect.
I can't
worked
talk.
so hard on it. I tried so hard. When
What?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Am I watching him from above now?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
This is weird.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
That's it?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
Okay,
This
folks.
is more important than you can ever know.
If you want me to see me
I
play
need
this
this.
through again and make
The
different
story needs
decisions,
it.
see what happens,
So, you hear me?
let me know in the comments.
Are you there? You're listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
I know this has got way more potential than just this one way of doing it,
It's okay, I can wait.
but
You need time
if you want to see it, just
decide.
let me know because
I want to make sure your
I'm
choice
interested
is
to see what
correct.
else. I
That
want
is
to play it
the
myself,
best
but if you want to
choice.
see it, make sure and leave a comment,
That's all
leave a
right.
like, and make sure and
I'll wait for
subscribe.
you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye.